Good morning, everyone. Hello and welcome. It's Marcy here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southwestern Ontario, Canada, and I'd like to thank you for joining me today. Please say hello when you join me. Let me know where you're coming from. I love to hear from you. I'm just checking to make sure everything is good, my lighting and all that. So today, it's a beautiful sunny morning here in Southwestern Ontario, Canada. And if it was a little warmer, I could totally imagine some hot air balloons in the sky. We are creating this morning with this fabulous bundle. This was the bundle that I had featured in my bingo this past Saturday, just a couple days ago. And this is the card that we will be making. I had seen this card somewhere, this fold, using different paper. I don't remember who it was, where it was. But when I saw it a while ago, I thought, oh my goodness, I love that fold. Good morning, Jeannie. I love that fold. And I thought it would be so wonderful to do with my bingo ladies. So this was one of their make and takes. And this glimmer paper here, this is my camera gonna focus? It is part of the new online exclusives that are coming from I can't remember the name, hold please. It is the Berry Burst Old Olive and White 12 by 12 Glimmer Specialty Paper. So as you can see, I've been playing with it. It is lovely. So let's get started. Now, you are not going to get two cards from 1 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. Just be aware of that. So let's move this over here. So I'm going to need my trimmer. So there we go. All right, so I've got all my bits here. Let's move that out of the way. Whoops. And all right. So this is my piece of adhesive sheet because we are going to be using, I should grab that out. We're going to be using this die here. Hello, Marina. Yes, it is a different type of fold. Now you could put a belly band on this if you chose, because as you can see, it does not fold completely closed, but it is fun, and you could use this fold for so many different occasions, patterns of paper, sentiments, and all that. So we are 5.5 inches. This is Lemon Lolly, 5.5 inches by 11. And then we are scored at 4.25 and 8.5. Now, let me move all this stuff out of my way. On the 8.5 inch, I think I moved this in too soon. All right. On your where your 8.5 inch score line is, you are going to bring in a ruler. You can see that this panel is 2.5 inches wide. So you're going to bring in a ruler and you're going to put a tick mark right at that 1 inch from your 1 inch from the score line there, the 8.5. All of the measurements as well as products will be listed on my blog post that about 5 minutes afterwards will be live. I will edit this video broadcast to add it to the link for those that are watching the replay later. So, all right. So you're going to take your tick mark here and you're going to put it in the cutting track. You're going to rotate that cardstock so that the bottom right-hand corner is also in the track so that you're angling. So just to make sure that we are good. So there we have my tick mark is in the track and my corner is in the track. So I'm going to bring that up and slice that off. And there we have that piece. Now I have a eraser to just clean that line up. So there is that fold. Now our DSP is 2 3/8 because that piece here is 2.5 here. So it's 2 3/8. So we are going to measure over 7/8 because our card base was measured at 1 inch. So this is going to be measured at 7/8 from the edge. So there we have our tick mark at 7/8 of an inch. So we are going to do the exact same thing. We're going to put our tick mark in the cutting track. We're going to angle our DSP so that that bottom corner is down in there as well. And we're going to snip that off. And then we've got that piece. So that piece, as you can see, now is going to lay perfectly on that. All right, so let's get rid of this. Get that out of the way. Okay, so let's bring in, I've got my next step. I've got my adhesive sheet, and I'm going to put, I don't want that on a mess on my glass mat. So we are going to flip that over. We're going to take the take your pick tool to find the edge of that. And I'm not sure which side is the sticky side. That side is, I think. Yeah. Oh, nope, that's the sticky side. So sticky side, I like to grab like a little tab. All right. So hello, Sue. All right. The back of your glimmer paper. And we're going to line that up right there. Give it a press. So now because I've got that tab, I can pull and I'm not getting any of that adhesive on my fingers. Okay. Next up, we're going to flip that over and grab our die. Now, because this is thicker, you're going to want to go a couple times through to make sure that it cuts all the way through because it's a little thicker. A, because it's glimmer paper, and B, because we have added that adhesive sheet. So you want to make sure that you're an E type of formation there with your plates. And then you have, like, I'm hardly using any pressure at all. Once, twice, and let's do a third time just for good measure. And before I pull it off of, I'm going to take a look. I'm going to flip it over. And yes, I can see that we are all cut through. So we can take that and look at these. Aren't these fun? I was saving them, thinking from the bingo ladies. And I was thinking, what could I do with these because of the shapes? They're so cool, but I couldn't think of anything. So I threw them in the garbage because I thought I don't need any more off-cut clutter in my craft room, but they're really cool, I think. So, okay. So there we have that. Move that out of the way. So this is fresh freesia, and it is cut out with the solid heart. Okay, so we are going to take and peel that off. And place that there. We go. Flip it over so you can really press that down. And there we have it. Adhesive sheets are your friends, people. Use them. If you've got them, grab them out of your stash and use them, because otherwise, can you imagine trying to get glue on all those fine little pieces? That would just, you would get sticky. Okay, next up, let's stamp our sentiment. So I have just a little piece of cardstock there, a little strip of white, and I'm using fresh freesia to bring, let's bring that card back in. I'm using fresh freesia to bring that color in. I chose my colors from the designer series paper, or DSP. All right, so and straighten that up. Pull it towards me just a little bit to make sure that I am on here. And there we go. I'm not liking the way that stamped very well because I am not right over it. So I stamped another one just in case. So that way it, just in case. So that way, if I wasn't happy the way that stamped, which is it? Yeah, you can see it's a little heavy. I'm being fussy. So all I did was, I'll show you on this one I'm not going to use. Then I just angle cut and angle cut the edges so that it was a nice look rather than the straight edge. All right, so let's start to assemble this pretty card. Okay. Yes, I think this is my new favorite fun fold. I'm not a fussy fun fold person. Oh, I forgot. I have to trim this. This, it's a good thing I forgot. So if you look at this, when you fold this over, you need to take a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch off, because fold that, and then I'm going to fold this. Because of the score line, it's budding up too closely. So we're going to bring in our trimmer, and we are going to just slide, get that arm in there. So we are just going to take just that little bit off, so that way it will fold in. So it's just a teeny tiny sliver that's coming off. All right. So let's get assembling. So I chose my inside piece of designer series paper. I chose it to be the smaller strip, the angle cut one for the inside. You could choose whatever you want. So this is my inside piece. I'm just making sure, because my card front, this is 4 by 5 3/8 because of cutting that piece off. And then my designer series paper is 3 7/8 by 5 1/4. So let's glue those two pieces together first. So we're down to the final 4 days of celebration. I want to stress, please do not wait till the final day to get those orders in or to join the Stampin' Up family, because you don't know if there's going to be any technical difficulties. I mean, you just never know if there's going to be some sort of problem with the computer systems or whatever. So I would hate for you to wait and then have some sort of issue and not be able to complete that order or join with that fabulous special. And there is still lots to choose from. I just placed a couple customer orders yesterday and today, first thing this morning, because of the reminders. You know, life gets busy, you forget. I get it. All right, so this is going on this panel here. That border around it. Okay, because that's going to fold like that. So then this piece here, I didn't want it too thick and heavy, so I did not put the white, basic white underneath it. I just am putting the designer paper on it. Okay. And a fairly new viewer had asked me recently, why do I use liquid glue instead of a tape runner? Liquid glue gives you a moment longer to adjust. If you use tape and you stick that down a little crooked, you are stuck. You do not have time, generally speaking, to adjust that paper, at least for me. And you know, I don't always stick things down straight. So for me, liquid glue is my adhesive of choice. But you do you, whatever you find easier. All right, so this is the Thoughtful Expressions dies from the mini catalog. It's the hummingbird set. I love these dies. Oh my gosh. They are so fabulous. So this is glued straight down. And you just pick whichever orientation you want for your shape here. I don't know what to call it. It's not a circle. So in my blog post, I called it a label. Because yeah, what else would you call it? It's a label. All right, so next, this is popped up with dimensionals and it's going to go right over the center like so. You could put whatever sentiment. Let me just lift that up to make sure that I am straight here. There. You could use whatever sentiment you want for this. So I'm going to go on either side like that. So I need, whoops, that's a little, that and that. And I don't think I put this on my supply list. If I was to put a dimensional dimensional on the center of this, that's going to be 3 layers or 2 layers higher than the dimensionals that are hitting the side here. So right in the center, I am going to grab 2 of my glue dots. One, I'm going to stack them, and that's just going to give me a little more height so that I don't have a saggy middle. You know, Marcy doesn't like sagging anything on her cards. So that, and there's my reverse tweezers. And we're going to carefully place that right over the center, like so. Sylvie, stop doing that. Hey, Sylvie, I have a, what are they called? The mats that you stand on, the foamy kind that to help your back and feet. Well, my son's cat thinks that it is just perfect for sharpening her claws in. And I'm like, stop it. All right, so this is going to only be attached part way. We want this so that it is centered-ish on the card front, as you can see here. So it's kind of centered on the card front. So I know I only want dimensionals on this little bit here. So I'm not putting my dimensionals on this piece here. I am going to put one here. And then here and here. And that, well, let's do one more little, just to give that. So that way I know I am not going to have anything hanging out over here. Whereas if I was to put them on here, I might get them in the wrong spot and then stick my card closed. And that's not good. We don't want that. This is not a joke card. So we are going to take and place like so. And before I give it a good press, I'm going to, because I am not directly over top of it, that looks good. Then close it over, and you can see there is nothing on there that's going to cause anything to stick. So our final thing is the rainbow adhesive back dot. So these are part of this suite as well. So we are going to add 3 dots. So I can't really see that there. Only kind of, sort of, but that's okay. I know it's there. So we're going to go 1 here. And I like to put glue so that I know it's not going to go anywhere. And then 1 down here, going in the triangle type of formation. And there. And 1, 2, and 3. And there is my adorable fun fold card. I have no idea what this is called. I'm just calling it a fun fold card. I love this paper. I think it is such great paper. So what do you think? Pretty easy fun fold, right? And they look exactly the same. And it's going to fit in your regular envelope. So I just want to mention before I go, I want to remind you about a celebration. I would love for you to join my team. You can live anywhere in Canada and be part of my team. You can live anywhere in Canada and be a customer. I also have my Latte Love class is registration is now open. So I've got a lot of options for you to choose from. So option 1 is just the cards. It's 6 cards, 2 each of, I'm just grabbing my cards here like this, 2 each of the 3 different designs, plus a package of the embellishments. That's option 1. Option 2 includes the stamp set, and the 6 cards, 2 each of the 3 different designs, and your embellishments. Option 3 is your 6 cards, your bundle, and you get the embellishments for free. And then option 4 is you want the whole suite. So that's the designer series paper, the ribbon, the bundle with the embellishments, and the 6 cards. And I am paying the shipping on that. So you're just paying the tax for that. This is both in person as well as to go. To go, I did not list any prices for to go because depending on which option you are choosing as to how much shipping is going to cost. I don't want to charge a blank shipping, a flat shipping rate when it may be less for you depending on your option. So all of the details are on my website as well with this blog post that coordinates with this. So I will be about 5 minutes to put the my link in the description box below. So please, if you haven't yet, click that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos from me. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. The algorithm really likes it when they see that my content has comments as well as likes. So that means that they will um, promote my content so that I can reach more people. All right. Have a great day, you guys, and I will see you real soon. Bye for now.